It's time for another edition of our Brooks Thompson Show on GoUTSA.com. And the Roadrunners rang in the new year with games against North Texas and Rice. And Brooks, you got off to a great start with two good games, one win in those games, and a very well-played game against North Texas, except there at the end.
Yeah, well, we're very disappointed right now that we're not 2-0 in Conference USA. I thought that we played really well against North Texas till the end, and you have to give North Texas credit. They came back and did the things that they had to do to beat us. But, we played well against Rice. We gave up a lead, and it's just the familiarity of winning. We've just got to get our experience, get it going, and just be able to close out games and not get tight and just stay loose and play. But we've shown that we can be a really good basketball team, and we just have to stay consistent with it.
There's an art to winning, and when you don't do it very often and you struggle, you kind of press at times, don't you? Kind of human nature to do that.
No, there's no doubt about it. You press at times, and then you also tighten up a little bit, and you don't play the way that that you know how to play as a basketball team, not only individually but as a team. So hopefully that Rice game will give our guys some confidence going into this week at UAB, and then obviously Middle Tennessee, and hopefully we'll play well on the road. But if we can just keep doing what we're doing and keep getting better every single day, I really like our basketball team and our chances to win every game.
You tweaked the lineup a little bit. J.R. Harris has started the last two games. Christian started one of them. You put James Ringholt in there. Talk about those changes and what you think that brings to the team.
Well, before we left for the holidays, I thought obviously we weren't playing very well, and I said when we get back from the holidays in practice, you're going to earn your playing time, and you're going to earn whether you start or whether you don't start. And we've really been competitive in practice, and me and my staff have really evaluated the film and watched it to see, hey, who's been practicing the best and who's been playing the best, and that's where we're going, and we're going to stick with that for the rest of the year. If you're going to have to earn your minutes, and there's nothing given here, no matter what your name is or what you've done in the past, and it's really worked out well for us, and our guys have really, and I'm talking about every one of our guys, even the ones that got yanked from the starting lineup, are still really positive and understand that you're going to have to work for what you earn.
Gino Littles is really getting to a point to where this team is getting into the flow offensively when he's on the floor, and he's also scoring for you a little bit. And you didn't get a lot of scoring from him last year, but when it's 8 or 10 points a game here and there, that's huge for you.
Well, he's doing a good job getting in the paint. That's what he's doing. He's facilitating our shooters and doing a good job with that. But Gino's an energy bunny, he runs up and down, and he plays hard, and he does the right things, and we just got to keep him getting better and better and better as well as everybody else. But I've been very proud of the way Gino's been playing since we've been back from break.
Lucas O'Brien was in foul trouble against Rice, but in the North Texas game may have played one of the best games he's ever played, and really undersized in that with so many of these teams he's playing, but holding his own a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's doing a great job, and I'm proud of Lucas because he's getting better every single day. And Lucas cares. He wants to be as good as he can be, and he wants our team to win. And he's starting to figure it out that he's getting more comfortable, if I can say that, with the more minutes that he's playing and the more that he's doing. He's getting more comfortable, and he's playing hard. And as long as he can stay active and keep doing what he's doing and keep on the offensive glass and keep the ball alive, then Lucas is going to help us.
Tough road trip coming up. The conference favorites, UAB, and another amongst the favorites in Middle Tennessee this weekend.
Well, it's not going to be easy. There's no doubt about that. But, that's why we're playing Conference USA basketball. It's a great basketball league, and we're proud to be a part of it. But it's going to be tough. But, I like the attitude and what our team is going to bring in there, and I think, we're going to give them everything they got.
The last couple of years, this team has played at times very well on the road. They kind of get in that atmosphere. Some of the crowds on the road are good, and the energy in the building is good, and it's kind of transitioned to this team at times.
Well, I think we have to have some mental toughness to it. I mean, when you go on the road to win and you want to win on the road, you have to have some moxie about you and some toughness about you, and this team is starting to gain it right now. But we've always been pretty good on the road, and our guys enjoy being on the road. We can really control what they're doing, their actions, and what they're eating and things of that nature. So I think that all comes into play. But we're going to have to be really, really, really tough to win one or two of these games. Those two good teams, two good coaches, and we're excited to leave, though. But like I said earlier, I love the mentality of our team right now and what we're going into Birmingham with.
Let's go get a couple on the road.
Look forward to it, Andy. Thanks.
All right, both games coming up on Ticket 760 on Thursday and Saturday. 6:30 is our airtime on Thursday night, 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. This will do it for this edition of the Brooks Thompson Podcast on GoUTSA.com. We continue on our podcast here on GoUTSA.com and have a chance to sit down with Christian Wilson before UTSA heads out on the road for a couple of games with Middle Tennessee and on Thursday night against UAB. Back this time you got a start and you came off the bench in the last two games and really played well in both games. Talk about those two games.
They was pretty decent games. I look forward to winning more, And, the preparation before the games was really, got us going and got us in the rhythm, so that we can come out and be successful in both games.
And in the Rice game in particular, especially after you fouled out against North Texas, you really managed your fouls. You got too early, but then played the rest of the game without fouls. So that's something that you've been really working on too, isn't it?
Yes, so I just I'm really not foul prone, and the day I had fouled out against North Texas, I got really frustrated with myself because defensively, I know that I'm a big spark for the team, so I knew coming out against Rice, I was gonna just stay solid and stay disciplined on the defensive end.
And in both games, the defense on the perimeter, either you or JR or Bowie or somebody deflecting balls and getting you out in the break was a big part of your offensive success.
Yes, we know, on defense end, if we get in the passing lanes and use our quickness and our speed, we can get deflections and get those steals and get going on the break.
All right, you've got a couple of big road games coming up this week with UAB and Middle Tennessee. Talk about going on the road and playing some teams in some unfriendly environments coming up this next week.
These next two games are actually the biggest games, going against the, two defending teams, of the conference. So we just got to stay silent and stay disciplined, and really focus in and lock in on the scout and go over everything, and make sure we're prepared.
All right, let's talk about some personnel issues, deals here. You've got you and Gino together at times, you, Gino, and Ryan out there, and JR in the mix. Kind of the four of you have been the most minutes in the backcourt. Talk about how each of you kind of interact with one another.
Me and Gino, we probably like that's my little bro. Me and Bowie, he's like big bro, but I listen to him being that he's a senior. Me and JR, we grew up together from the same hometown, and we always been there with each other. But off the court, all four of us, we like to hang out, just go eat and just have good times.
Talk about your friendship with JR and where that goes back to.
On the court, he's a really good coach, because he knows the game and he sees areas that I can improve. So, not just only Coach T, Coach Gus, and all the coaching staff getting on me, but when I come to the sideline, I would like to stand by him and listen to what he has to tell me, so I can just rep up on my game and get better. How
long have you known him?
Really all my life.
What was it like growing up with him and playing with him or playing against him and just having that relationship here?
Growing up with him, it was, we had those days and those moments where you get tired of each other, but being that we, good friends, we always stick together and, it's a brotherhood and, we went to different high schools, unfortunately, so, we had to play against each other and, on the court, we kind of dropped the friendship, but as soon as the game over, we would go up to each other, shake your hands and give hugs and laugh afterwards.
What was it like playing against him in high school?
It was tough. He had a pretty good team. He was solid in high school, but I just knew he couldn't check me, so I knew I'd have the advantage.
So when you go one-on-one here, who has the advantage?
Most of the time it'd be me, but, I give him a little breathing treatment.
All right. This team has a long way to go, obviously, in Conference USA play. Kind of talk about having success in this league. And a lot of times you're undersized still, but you still got to go out there and maybe out-athletic some teams.
Yeah, so I don't really believe in size. I believe in heart. And I know with this team that we have, a lot of our guys have, really all our guys have, heart, and that's what it's about. The team with the most heart is gonna win, and we're gonna shock some people this year. Being that the kind of heart and the kind of desire we have to win, and we just gonna turn some heads.
All right, let's have a couple of good games on the road.
Yes, sir.
That's Christian Wilson with us on our GoUTSA.com podcast. UTSA takes on UAB Thursday night, 6:30 on Ticket 760. Middle Tennessee on Saturday afternoon. Our airtime is 2:30. I'm Andy Everett on GoUTSA.com.